Good morning, Hit Nation, folks, Fokettes, and everything in between and beyond. My name is Roy, and this is going to be a pre-game pennies. So we talk a little bit about Miami Heat against Bucks. First things first, Miami Heat have a 12-6 record against the Bucks with an 8-10 record. We're third in the East, and they are 11th in the East. A lot of interesting stats. We are, for example, second in defensive efficiency rating as per Hollinger stats, whereas the Bucks are 20th. We are first in points per game. We went down to third in assists. Their records are completely different than ours. And generally speaking, when we look at the situation, we can definitely say that the Miami Heat has an edge here, right, in comparison to the Bucks, particularly this year. So the Bucks are 3-4 at away, right? The Miami Heat, of course, is 8-1 at home, so that just adds to that to the basic understanding that we should be favorites as it pertains to this team. Again, yeah, they're 19th in points per game. They are 29th in rebounds per game. We went up to third rebounds per game. This is with Ware's explosion. It's not just Bam coming back; it's also Ware's explosion in that area, literally leading us from what was an average 20th, 13th, and then now third in rebounds per game. They're 29th. We are third in assists per game. They're 12th, and opponents' points per game. We went up to 13th, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see how much. No, 18th. Sorry, we went up to 18th, and they are at 21st. They sit at 21st. They have a 29-point differential in the NBA Cup. Whereas, and they only played 2 games. We already played 3 games, so this is going to be our final for the group. We can still win this game and not make it to the trip all the way and to that extra game that I think is unnecessary. But I also don't think this organization ever plays to lose. So I don't, and obviously we never want to lose, and especially you don't want to lose against the Bucks because we have players who were upgraded to questionable and probable. So normal Powell is probable; it's likely going to play. Whereas Jovic and Wiggins are pending medical examinations and how they feel today. They were upgraded to questionable, downgraded, or rather put in the injured list. Jaime Jaquez Jr. and Drew Smith both are also listed as questionable. So good news and bad news, and hopefully that translates into more good news. But I think the better news in that situation, regardless of not having, for example, in this case, Jaime Jaquez hurting us a little bit more with an absence. And because of the fact that Simone Fontecchio hasn't been playing so well as of late at fourth, and he probably is one of the guys that will kind of lose more when Herro comes back. As far as the rotation goes, because we're going strong, with the rotation thus far. So I'm not that good, although Drew Smith is a very good player, and I think that he definitely has his place in the Miami Heat for his grit and for his defensive prowess. The most important person missing in that case would be Jaime Jaquez because we'll need more from the bench, and we don't exactly know where to get that production. So hopefully Simone gets his stuff together and hits not just a few threes, but catches a catches a few more rebounds. Plays the ball more consistently. Um, Definitely can see that it was a great trade for both teams, right? Both the Pistons and Miami Heat benefited from this trade a lot. Um, Now that's pretty much it. Now, Giannis is questionable on their end, and I think that's the most notorious absence, right? Because they definitely need Giannis. They've won their 2 games again in the NBA Cup with a 29-point differential. We scored almost double the points that they have, like 150, 160 points more than they have. Our differential is 47 because we also got outscored about 50, 60 points more than they got scored. So I think it's not supposed to be a balanced battle, but again, we're going to continue talking about definitions of trap games, right? Trap games, either good teams without their best players or teams that are considered right now bad, especially if they're in a situation in which they don't have their best player, who's Giannis. So if Giannis doesn't play, I think that's a major relief for us in a way. Uh, that, again, makes this more of a trap game. But it's any team that we're playing that's under us right now it could be a little bit more complicated. However, I don't think that this is going to be anything that complicated to deal with. We may lose, we may win. That's just the way it is. But again, right? no high expectations. I just definitely believe that we have the edge here, and I definitely believe that we can do it regardless of Giannis playing or not. And it's good to have at least Bam, Hero, and Powell back. So hopefully we can see that and how it works together, both in the front court, and then the consequences for that in the back court. I am not worried. I cannot fathom why any fans are worried, and I can't fathom why any fan is still after last game asking for trade for a hero to be traded. I think that we're in a good spot. We're missing perhaps something to be NBA champions or to compete for an NBA championship, but we definitely have a good team in our hands. And I think this is where things should be left right now. There's no pressure on us to win a championship this year, but there's definitely pressure on us to improve from last year, and that's already done. And hopefully the trend is not going to change anytime soon. Stay safe, stay dry, stay as happy as possible. It's a very complicated world of ours, and let's go Heat.